Welcome to Cybercrime Hub, where digital awareness becomes digital power. Today we're exposing 10 real-world hacking techniques cybercriminals use to infiltrate phones, laptops, and entire organizations. This is defense training. What you're about to learn isn't theory. It's happening right now every single day. Let's begin. Section 1. SIM swapping. When your identity is hijacked in minutes. There's a type of cyber attack that doesn't require malware. No phishing email, no suspicious download, no visible breach. And yet in less than 20 minutes, it can lock you out of your bank account, your email, your social media, and your entire digital life. It's called SIM swapping, and it's one of the fastest growing identity takeover methods in the modern internet era. What is SIM swapping? SIM swapping, also called SIM hijacking, is a social engineering attack where criminals convince a mobile carrier to transfer your phone number to a SIM card they control. Why this attack is so dangerous? Most people believe two-factor authentication, 2FA, makes them safe, but many accounts still use SMS-based verification. Here's what happens. The attacker gathers basic personal information about you: full name, phone number, date of birth, possibly your address. They call your mobile carrier pretending to be you. Using stolen or publicly available information, they request a SIM replacement. The carrier activates a new SIM card. Your phone loses signal. The attacker now receives your verification codes. Game over. By the time you realize something is wrong, your accounts may already be drained. Real-world impact. SIM swapping isn't theoretical. It has led to cryptocurrency theft worth millions, business email compromise, influencer account takeovers, corporate espionage, ransom extortion. High-profile victims have lost life savings within hours. Crypto investors are especially targeted because wallet recovery often depends on SMS exchanges send verification codes via text. Large balances attract attackers. But you don't need to be wealthy. You just need to be accessible. Section 2. Operation Phishing. The psychological breach. This is the gateway drug of cybercrime. It is the oldest trick in the book, yet it remains the most effective weapon in a hacker's arsenal. Phishing is not just a technical attack, it is a psychological operation. Hackers don't hack you, they trick you. They disguise themselves as your bank, your CEO, or a delivery service. They weaponize urgency and fear. Your account will be locked in 10 minutes. Unauthorized payment detected. Why does this work? Because humans are emotional creatures. We panic. And when we panic, we stop thinking logically. A hacker knows that a confused user is a compromised user. The counter strategy: inspect the source, scrutinize the email address. Real banks don't use Gmail. Slow down. Panic is the hacker's best friend. If an email creates urgency, pause, breathe, verify, call the sender. Never trust the text alone. Remember, in the digital war, the strongest firewall is a skeptical mind. Section 3. Keyloggers, the invisible sentries. Imagine a spy sitting on your shoulder watching every single key you press. Every password, every credit card number, every private message. That is a keylogger. These are invisible sentinels. They install silently through infected downloads, cracked software, or even a corrupted USB drive. Once they are in, they are ghosts. You won't see them. You won't feel them. You won't know they are there until your bank account is drained. The counter strategy: defend the perimeter. Use reputable, up-to-date antivirus software. Avoid piracy. Cracked apps are a Trojan horse. Pay for your software to pay for your safety. Two-factor authentication, 2FA. Even if they steal your password, they cannot bypass the second layer. If the password is the key, 2FA is the deadbolt. Section 4. Wi-Fi sniffing. The silent interception. In a war zone, you never set up camp in the open. But that is exactly what we do when we connect to public Wi-Fi. Hackers operate on public networks, cafes, airports, hotels like snipers in a crowd. They use tools to intercept data packets traveling through the air. Even worse, they create evil twin networks. They clone the name of the legitimate Wi-Fi Starbucks free and trick you into connecting to their device. The moment you connect, you are theirs. Every click, every login is broadcast directly to their screen. The counter strategy: assume compromise. Never log into banking apps or email on public Wi-Fi. Encrypt your traffic. A VPN, virtual private network, wraps your data in an unbreakable tunnel. Go mobile. Use your personal hotspot instead of public networks. If the Wi-Fi is free, you're the product being sold. Section 5, social engineering, hacking the human. This is the most dangerous technique because it targets the weakest link in any security system, you. Computers are logical, humans are not. Hackers use social engineering to bypass code entirely. They call you up, pretending to be IT support, a government official, or a delivery driver. They exploit three ancient human instincts: trust, authority, and curiosity. If you give them the information voluntarily, they don't need to crack a single password. They win. The counter strategy: verify identity. Can you send me a ticket number? Can you email me from your official address? Zero trust policy. Nobody is above suspicion, not even the CEO. Trust your gut. If a request feels off, it is. In cybersecurity, paranoia is a feature, not a bug. Section 6. Brute force cracking. The digital sledgehammer. Hackers have turned password cracking into an industrial process. Using powerful GPU clusters, they can test millions of password combinations per second. If your password is weak, short, or predictable, it is like leaving your front door unlocked with a sign that says welcome. And if you reuse passwords, that is the equivalent of using one key for your house, car, office, and safe. One leak compromises everything. The counter strategy: length is strength. Aim for 16+ characters. Uniqueness: never reuse a password across accounts. Biometrics: use Face ID or fingerprint login whenever possible. The manager: use a password manager to generate random complex passwords. 123456 is not a password, it is an invitation. Section 7. Bluetooth, the radio frequency gap. Bluetooth is often treated as an afterthought. It's just for headphones, right? Wrong. Bluetooth is a constant radio broadcast. Hackers within range can exploit this. They can read your messages, track your location, access your files, or even inject malware all without you clicking anything. Some attacks, like bluejacking or blue snarfing, happen silently the moment you pair with a compromised device. The counter strategy: kill the signal. Turn off Bluetooth when you aren't using it. Disable auto pair. Don't let your phone connect to everything automatically. Update immediately. Manufacturers patch Bluetooth vulnerabilities constantly. If you aren't using it, shut it down. Section 8. Permission exploits the data vacuum. You download a seemingly innocent app, a game, a wallpaper, a calculator, but it asks for access to your contacts, your microphone, and your gallery. Why does a calculator need your camera? Malicious apps act as data vacuums. They silently harvest your personal information in the background and sell it to the highest bidder on the dark web. When an app knows too much about you, the danger becomes personal. The counter strategy: the principle of least privilege. Only grant access if it is absolutely necessary. Permission audits. Go into your settings once a month and revoke unnecessary permissions. Official stores only. Avoid third-party app stores at all costs. Your data should never be the price of entertainment. Section 9. Malicious USB juice jacking, the Trojan charger. Malicious USB juice jacking. This is a physical attack in a digital world. You are at the airport, your battery is dying, you see a free charging station. You plug in. Mistake. Hackers install juice-jacking malware into public charging ports. The moment you plug in, they can upload malware to your device, steal data, or clone your phone. Even a USB stick found on the ground can be a weapon. If you plug it in to see what's on it, you've already initiated the attack. The counter strategy: carry your own power. Bring a portable charger. Data blockers. Use a USB adapter that only allows power, not data transfer. The found rule: if you find a USB, do not plug it in, ever. Curiosity killed the data. Section 10. Spyware, stalkerware. The digital stalker. This is the darkest technique on the list. Spyware doesn't just steal data, it watches you. It tracks your location, records your calls, accesses your photos, and listens to your surroundings. It is often installed by someone you know, an abusive partner, a jealous ex, a controlling family member. Signs are subtle but deadly. The battery dies fast, the phone overheats, or apps you didn't install appear. The counter strategy: active scanning. Use security apps to scan for hidden processes. Factory reset. If compromised, wipe the device and start fresh. Biometric locks. Never leave your phone unlocked. Your privacy is a right, not a privilege. Remember, hackers rarely break in. We often open the door for them. Cybersecurity is 90% awareness. Attackers rely on victims being uninformed, overconfident, and distracted. If you found this tactical breakdown valuable, smash that like button to let the algorithm know that cybersecurity matters. Share this video to protect the people you love. And subscribe to Cybercrime Hub to stay one step ahead of the enemy. Stay safe, stay smart, stay protected.